Today, I'll be walking you through Project Resilience, an AI decision-making platform designed to help decision makers, data scientists, and the general public tackle global challenges. By using shared data and AI tools, it provides insights for better planning, intervention, and response across areas like climate action and public health. Let's get started. As a decision maker in the renewable energy sector, I'm exploring Project Resilience to find opportunities to collaborate on impactful projects. One area I'm particularly focused on is wind energy, specifically optimizing turbine selection for wind farms. The first step is to visit Project Resilience on GitHub, where we can explore projects aligned with different sustainable development goals. So, I'll start by browsing through the different SDGs. Since I'm focused on renewable energy, SDG 7 is the most relevant to my interest. Let's take a closer look. If I want to learn more about this SDG, this is where I can review the key targets and indicators around this goal. Here are the existing projects that have already been created around this SDG. I'll come here to see if there's already something related to my interest in wind energy so I can contribute. So, if I click on the Energy Policies and Optimization project, inside, I can see a few key details. First, we have the decision makers, the people responsible for making key choices, like policymakers and government officials. Next, we have the objectives, which outline what this project aims to achieve. Then, there's the interactive application, which is where decision makers engage with the project and make informed choices. There are also data attributes, which describe the context, actions, and outcomes that influence decisions. The data section shows where the data for this project comes from, and the code section is where people actually collaborate to review, modify, or add code. So if I click here, the code section has everything related to the project. If you want to contribute, this is a good place to start. It also includes instructions on running the code and using the app as well. But after looking through this Energy Policies Optimization project, I can see that it doesn't quite align with my focus on wind turbine selection. So instead, I'll check the proposal section to see if anyone is working on something more relevant. Let's click back. Proposals are projects still in development. If I find a proposal that fits my interest, I can contribute to its development. I do see a few interesting ones here. However, none are directly related to wind energy, which is what I want to work on. So instead of joining an existing project, I can actually create my own around wind turbines and optimizing energy production. Before I start my proposal, I want to get more insights and data from others. Maybe someone has already worked on something similar or knows of useful data sets. So I'll go ahead to the discussions page and start a thread. I'll start out by explaining my idea, an application that helps decision makers choose the right turbine models based on different criteria. I'll also see if anyone has any insights or relevant data sets to help me get started. So once I start my thread, I'll wait for others to join the discussion and help me out. I've already received a response. Someone shared a dataset on wind farm efficiency, which will be really useful for my proposal. Now that I have more insights, I'm ready to create my own. Let's go back. To do this, I'll first navigate to the left sidebar and click on Proposals. Then I'll scroll and open the blank proposal template and make a copy under my own branch. So this is the template that I will edit with my own project details. So once I move to edit, I'll first start by typing in my project proposal title. Wind turbine type recommendation. Then we move to the project overview. So I'll paste a description that I already created around how this project aims to develop an application that supports sustainable energy decisions. If I click preview, I can see my progress. So we can see that the title and project description are finished. I've actually gone ahead and completed the rest in advance to show you what the final version looks like. This is my proposal I already created. So I've added in what SDGs my project involves, which is 7 and 13, who the key decision makers are, which are wind farm developers, investors, policymakers, and environmental regulators, I've identified what objectives I'm minimizing and maximizing, so maximizing energy production while minimizing cost and noise pollution. Here are the deliverables that need to be built to execute this project. So this includes the user interface, I need data, and some more models. Over here are the data attributes for this project. So context, which are the descriptions of the situation the decision maker is in. Then the actions, which represent the choices the decision makers can make in the situation. And then the outcomes, which evaluate the effectiveness of the actions taken. Here, I link the data set that was added in the discussion thread I made earlier. I currently don't have any code, which is why I left this blank. And lastly, I identified a variety of needs that I will need from other contributors. For example, I'll need some UI and UX experts to help design an interface that recommends the wind turbines, and some data scientists to analyze the performance of the turbines. I'm also able to add references like related demos and publications, as well as a new discussion page for this specific project down the line. Now, I've finished my proposal, and other users in Project Resilience can help contribute and collaborate while fulfilling the needs I listed. The last step is to spread the word and get more people involved. If you're starting a project in Project Resilience, I encourage you to share it on your social channels, discuss it with your coworkers, and invite collaborators to join. Now you're ready to get started.